What's going on, guys? It's me, AC Slater, and we're here with Zach Morris. Oh, wait, wrong show. My bad.
No, it's the right show.
Oh, it is. That guy.
I don't want to be him, though. God damn, I think I'd rather be one of the girls, honestly, because like it's fucking AJ Slater. It's Zach Morris. It's goddamn Screech, you know. Jesus, man.
Yo,
yeah, give me Shannon Elizabeth or whatever. Fuck.
Now that I think about it, why haven't they made Saved by the Bell action figures, bro? They're leaving money on the table, bro.
I don't know. I'm torn on all these lines, right? Like, goddamn, if Seinfeld can sell, I mean,
oh yeah,
I think Saved by the goddamn Bell could.
Because
I curse Lord's name. Excuse me, Lord. I probably don't want to have Lord strike me today as we're talking, you know, about lightning bolts and it's morphine time.
Morphine. It's
right?
endorphin time.
Did I do it right? Endorphin time. Shit. Guys, hello to everyone in the chat. Oddly enough, 45 minutes. We're just going to fucking go because I don't want to listen to fucking J-Mac in chat going, hey, man, get to the point. Hey, dude, we're going to talk about Duarte shit. Shout out to fucking J-Mac. He wasn't wrong. Hot take. As long as Laser Pants isn't in the chat, we're good. Is Laser Pants in the chat? I don't think so. Okay, sweet.
He's busy.
Hang on, listen to this shit anyway.
Too cool for us.
Too cool for us. And he's working. Whatever.
I don't even know what the baseline for stuff is anymore. Like love, what's the baseline? Work, what's the baseline? I feel like if you blink, that's working, right? You're putting your eyelids to work.
Yeah, man. You're doing it. You're making shit happen. So, and then we're going to talk about this on Mega Powers, right? Which I'm going to be on.
Damn, look at the Blue Ranger, bro. You are.
So I did. I grabbed Cobra. I was like, fuck, this is close enough. Because either that, I was going to grab my yellow Captain Kirk. Listen. I understand the white fucking Ranger is your favorite. Okay, fine. I'm obviously the whitest of Rangers. Dude. Come on, bro. Really, jerk? Okay, so fine. Black and then ninja, kind of profiling, little typecasting there. That's bold. That's not what I would have done.
Listen, I think the most accurate one out of all of them was making Gaines the Pink Ranger.
By the way, if that was Mikey, my boy would have put me in pink all day long, and I've been fine with it. You know what? Fuck it, whatever. Because I know shit about the Ranger. So, okay, this is a segue. This is what we're gonna do because we had fun last time. We're gonna be doing this. We'll get more in depth. We got Larry Gaines on Mega Powers. He's gonna go deep diving. Got all the pictures pulled up. FYI, for me to share shit, holy cow, Facebook Messenger, which I have shit on for fucking years, is actually fucking dope for this.
Yes, bro, I'm telling you.
It just made a slideshow.
Yeah.
It just put it right there. Like, holy shit.
Yeah. The book of faces sometimes comes through, man.
Man, you're not wrong. I mean, on Instagram, you know.
Bro, Instagram was
number one dating site in the US, by the way.
Yeah. Instagram's like, your picture's too big. I'm like, fuck you, you're too small. Like, make it smaller. Do, you know, like Facebook, just size it accordingly and send it.
I love, we talk about this. This is kind of leading into this. When I'm making promos for the show, right? So I'm doing thumbnails for us, right? I'm like, okay, this is going to be fucking sweet. If I share someone else's reel, it gives me an AI option. And I can make fucking cool backgrounds, right? Like make it, randomize it, and come up with one. Like, oh, that's fucking cool. But when you create one yourself, the OG version, nah, dog, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Like, why?
I know. I don't make the rules, bro.
I know. But I'm like, let's make it a little bit better. It's like all these social media sites just improve because this is our fucking life. We're on the social credit score.
Damn. My credit score is like
go.
200 right now. On the social standards.
Fucking Blake, I sent this to Duarte immediately because that showed up on my IG. Come on, Black Falcon. Guys, I'm the Green Falcon.
The Green. Okay, whatever, Black Falcon.
All right, chill out, Black Falcon.
I'm green.
I am not going to try getting your grill, Black Falcon. Whoa! I don't like the way you said black, and I don't like the way you used grill. You ain't talking to me like that.
God damn.
That skit, I showed my wife. I was like, look, I immediately showed this to everybody.
Yo, Key and Peele are the funniest, bro.
Dude, they have so many racists.
I mean, speak of the devil, right? We got the comment from Balake over there.
Yep. Yeah, I did. I was like, my God, man, they had some banger skits. So for me, not doing anything with Power Rangers, right? I just stuff. I could never get into that where my shit was like Ultraman.
I literally just read. That's why I laughed. I literally just read that question.
Didn't this pop up on 3POA? Didn't someone make a comment about Laser Pants talking too much? I learned it from watching you.
Ooh. So literally. You're saying that Laser Pants talks too much. What's the baseline for talking to it? Like, I don't even know what that, like, aren't you supposed to talk on a podcast? I mean.
Hey, Duarte, you're doing a lot of this, okay?
I'm sorry.
It's almost like you're the guest and you should be shouting stuff out.
I'm sorry. I'm going to perform a magic trick and get rid of my mouth. Ready?
Boop. Dude, every time I think about your mom, by the way, inside baseball, because it really makes your beard prominent. Shit makes me laugh so much. So if you couldn't tell, yeah, we're just going to BS about Power Rangers and then like get into the nuts and bolts. I do want to show that commercial though, because I want to experiment here.
Let's do it.
So we got the Duarte Lab #1, right? There's 2 different commercials. You have the closer look.
Yep, the closer look, and then the main commercial.
And the main commercial. They're not that long. That's 218 and 320. Let's go main commercial. Let's just do it.
Do it.
Let's go full screen this bitch. I ain't learning what Laser Pants does it where he just shows the whole video, but I kind of want us to be in the screen in case I need to pause this shit. Experimenting and learning. All right, let me know if you don't hear audio. I didn't know if there was going to be an echo, so I muted my mic just in case.
You're good.
Whatever. See, now you're in the left. You're just meant to be over there. Fuck it. Just fuck. I think you're hacking. That's what I fucking think's going on.
Oh, there you go.
I'll bring that back up from Shane real quick. It's not I hate Power Rangers. I just never got into. I didn't care. Like there's apathy for me. But you know, we've had some conversation. Like this shit looks fucking amazing, man. And you could use it for other shit if you really wanted to.
Absolutely. But it's the irony, or the thing I find the funniest is that every single person that doesn't or isn't a Power Ranger fan, the one thing they have in common is that comment. It's literally some form of that comment. I'm not a fan, but I love this. I'm not a fan, but I want this. I'm not a fan, but this is super cool. So that, to me, that means more, because it shows that they're not really looking at the content per se, but more so the quality of the build and like what encompasses it versus the actual IP. You know what I mean?
Oh no, 100%. I mean, there was one picture you showed me during the process where I was like, that dude, that looks like the fucking studio. I mean, that looks like a 1-to-1 scale.
Right.
Just like you're there in there. It was fucking crazy. Then yeah, shout out to Jerk.
What up?
We're going to in depth on that son of a bitch.
Yeah, we'll teleport to the command center after this,
Now, I'm going to say, we shout out, I put this up on the screen during the thing here. Stay silent and just show the damn work. It speaks for itself. Where was that kind of energy during the 3POA, Ninja? I mean, come on. We're like an hour and 45 minutes in the show before they started talking to Duarte. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just going to say, golly, 3POA shill, Ninja.
They had a lot to say, bro. I was listening. I got 2 ears. You're supposed to listen more than you talk, right?
But yeah, Ninja, Duarte, myself, everyone be on with Jerk and Gaines. Post this show. Yo, everyone roll over to that, because that's going to be nuts.
I didn't even think about that shit. So it's me, right? I'm the White Ranger. Ninja's the Black Ranger. You're the Blue Ranger. Gaines is the Pink Ranger, because he's all about the pink, right? And
Jerk's yellow.
Jerk's Yellow Ranger. But like, bro, they missed the mark. We need LP. That's fucking Zordon right there, bro.
Oh, son of a bitch.
That's fucking bro, that's Zordon.
By the way, during your video, it looked like that was Dr. Evil for a second. Did you put Dr. Evil in that motherfucker right at the end?
No,
because that's, dude, it looked exactly like, I just now want someone to work it where they put Dr. Evil and he puts that up there. Oh, here we go. Well,
yo, you see, look, what he's doing is exactly what the customers do.
That's all you got to do. You just got to invite yourself. Well, shit,
dude.
I didn't know it was that fucking.
He gave me the same power that the customers give me, where they think I control UPS or USPS. So like, apparently I could just tell him what to do on his own show. It's fine.
Yeah. But like, yeah, a potato with his face. It's like, I need to take like the MODOK action figure and then put a potato in it, but then carve out
his face
in the potato. I don't want to slap a sticker on that motherfucker. I need to act. Yes.
Do you actually know how to carve?
Good Lord, no.
So
it'll look even better when I do it.
You're gonna carve that shit like it's a pumpkin. Just poke 2 eyes in and put a smiley face.
Done.
You want some hair?
Magnificent. By God. What's up, Bobby? So let's talk about things like we're not going to cover on like Mega Powers. Like, I don't think we talked about. So I know the White Ranger is your favorite. Why? What drew you? Was there a specific Ranger, specific show, or it's always the White Ranger?
Well, White Ranger, for the people that don't know, is obviously started off as the Green Ranger, right? He Tommy Oliver, same character. So he became a Green Ranger because evil power coin that gave him the power through Rita to be the evil Green Ranger that then became the good Green Ranger. But in doing so, he lost his powers. And then because he had been a Ranger and Zordon was like, he's really a leader, et cetera, boom, we'll make him the White Ranger. So that's like super fast paraphrasing, like one idea. But I think a lot of it has to do with like leadership skills, right? Having that pressure of leading and feeling like I'm always carrying something or someone on my shoulders or on the team, right? Even in when I played sports, right? So soccer, hockey, especially when you're goalie, I feel like the responsibility is even bigger than the guy who's supposed to score, because like I could potentially run the game if I can prevent goals from going in, right?
Yeah.
Guys aren't scoring. We might not score, but I could prevent them from scoring too. So there's a lot of responsibility that comes with that. And I think just the leadership role's always been something that I've looked up to and tried to emulate, even with older people in my circle, parents, uncles, just older father figures and things like that. But that the martial arts, but all of them were martial artists, right? So that's really a thing. So
I hate put that in quotes, by the way.
Right. Well,
because they would just use the old show,
right?
And whenever the helmets came off,
right. But no, in real life, two of them were for sure martial artists, which was Green
Jason
Ranger, right?
And which one?
Red Ranger.
Red Ranger was
not Tommy. Jason and Tommy. Yeah,
Jason and Tommy.
Jason and Tommy was the Green Ranger and White Ranger. But the leadership role thing for sure, definitely, and just because I couldn't really relate, like if we took him out of the equation, I'd probably relate more to Jason because still leadership role, martial artist, that kind of stuff, confident with the ladies, and that particular thing. I couldn't relate with Zach because for obvious reasons, right?
Not having watched the show, so.
You have because you just commented about it for Ninja.
Now, Jason David Frank, I do know, right?
So
I mean that guy was going into stuff like he was going to be Bloodshot when they were going to like launch that new series for Valiant, and I was so excited for him to be fucking Bloodshot, dude.
Yeah. So Blue Ranger, just way too nerdy, right? Yellow and pink, obviously. So,
guys, listen, like. I understand what's going on here. White Ranger's favorite because he hates the black one, ? Guys.
Why did the comments keep coming from over here somewhere?
Guys.
Why do they keep coming from over here?
About that high?
Yeah, it was like somewhere over here.
They're kind of over there. I'm gonna throw my heart out. By the way, it's taken my entire fucking body to not go along with that shit. You can do it.
Yeah,
I cannot do that.
Why did Abby just ask that question?
Was there ever a Brown Ranger? Yeah, the guy who shit himself. I mean, come on. Let's talk about. Let's segue into this though. Nika did ask, "Is there a White Ranger cockpit?" Because behind you, I did not see it.
Yes, but the White Ranger cockpit is actually a 5-seater for the White Tiger Zord, and that will be coming out with the Megazord cockpit that I will also drop to. That will be 5, well, technically 6, because you could have the white. This is the Green Ranger behind them, so 6/5-seater cockpits will be coming out next. But we tapped in with just the single cockpits first.
Yep, I'm with you there. That makes sense. Because the white one was never that way. The white one was always the larger, like the command module.
Right. And it had like a whole bunch of different control panels, and it was just bigger. So that's why we didn't do that.
Ooh, swanky. Now, see, the Lone Dragon, that's why we had to cover that, because you would think that I can look behind him. It looks bigger than the others, but it's not.
Right.
That's an optical effect. Not sure what causes that.
Optical illusion.
Yeah.
That's in French.
Do the large faces oscillate for Zordy? But can with the Android option.
Yeah, with the Android option, it does. He definitely moves around and talks and opens his mouth and all that good stuff. But the static LP right there, no, he just sits there and looks really pretty under the lights. By the way, I'm totally not eating ice cream on your feet.
Buddy, we're good. Brother, I've starved myself for this show. It's birthday. Is it your birthday?
Well, it was like 10 days ago. So
that cake's still good?
Oh, no. So, make a long story short, the family that was supposed to gather for my birthday on the 15th actually got sick. So, it didn't happen. So, then the week later, we just went to my mother's and had a cake. So, technically, it's not that old. It's like 4 days old.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Yeah.
That makes more sense. God damn.
Yeah, that would be terrible.
Blake's probably losing his shit because the amount of preservatives for that thing to still be fresh would be just astronomical.
I know,
for
Blake,
common American diet.
My birthday only comes around once, and like I weigh, I don't know, like 20 pounds soaking wet, so it's not gonna hurt that bad,
If I'd been one Power Ranger, would it be, and why would it be a Zach? Wait, was Zach Jason David Frank?
No,
which one was Zach?
The Black Ranger.
Oh yeah, the guy with the really odd fade, right?
The guy that got the bowl fade, but they put the bowl this way instead of this way.
Yeah, it was so weird on that.
Think about it. Look, let's pretend my hat doesn't have a brim. This is the bowl. Yeah. And they did this.
Yes. Well, no, 100%.
That's what happened.
Yeah, it would be Zach because, well, I mean, black don't crack.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, sexual chocolate. I've got, you know, I got
black don't crack. I'm about to hit you with a ninja verse. Black don't crack, even if your hairline is whack.
Even if your hairline is whack.
I spent a little time with Ninja in the studio. I got to pick up some bars.
Did you like how I put the Simon Says for the Instagram there?
Bum, 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 bum. Yep.
And then Jerk had it for was it Godzilla versus Megalodon? I can't remember which of that one. That was a really dope track. I love the shit out of that.
Oh yeah.
Show off some of the cockpit action. Because yeah, you couldn't see that real well during the 3POA, but you know that symbol right there when you physically had it in hand, like the LEDs were too bright.
Yeah.
But yeah, right there's a great shot of that. Yeah, the close up of this thing just looked like you were just like in the studio. This was sick. I'm still saying that looks like Dr. Evil. Tell me I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
Well, Rangers, I would like to ask you for $1 million.
Or I will shoot you with my laser.
Oh, why is that? There we go. I think this was the first one you showed me where I was like, dude, that looks like you're like right in there.
That was the one where you were like, I totally want to teabag that ball just to see what it feels like.
I mean, I don't remember saying that, but that does sound like something I would say.
That's all it needs to be, as long as it sounds accurate.
Here we go. We'll do some hot takes here. Like, this is one of the most retarded robots they've ever created. Like, my God, man! Like this motherfucker made Twinkie on Buck Rogers look masculine. Jesus.
Well, they had a female in the suit and she was tiny and she could barely breathe. Would complain about it all the time, and that's why like in the show it moves around like this because she's literally constrained. It's like they duct taped her together. Is the worst fucking experience ever.
God.
Yeah. They might as well have had like a teenager play that role.
Dude, that's straight up Dr. Evil. And if it's a copyright thing and you don't want to admit it,
no, it's
now I got you now.
It's not. It's the real Zordon, I promise.
Chat, tell me that's not goddamn Dr. Evil. Tell me.
Just tell him it's not. That's what he's
straight face
telling you what to say.
But yeah, dude, the way you shot that. Now, did you take these pictures?
Absolutely. Come on, man. Absolutely not.
I just have to make sure.
Absolutely not. You know that came from Ninja, bro. I don't take pictures and videos like that, dude.
Yeah,
I build those
Ninja
things.
Absolutely just kills it with the production on pictures. I'm gonna try to. Wasn't gonna bring this up, but I'm just gonna show. Hey guys, these are my socials that I bring up for everybody. Like this one where I'm like, dude, and I just copy and I just paste it. There's some behind the scenes there.
Yep.
Boink.
Guys want more production value in your videos? Go check out his fucking YouTube, bro. Yeah. You'll get a shit ton of production value.
Oh, especially the AI stuff that started like first of the year. Jeez.
Well, dude, especially because he's doing it so tastefully too. Like it's not like you can obviously people that know, right? But it's good looking, it's tasteful, it's not that kind of weird where you're like, how did that shark just transform into a brick? Like, how does that even make sense? You know?
Oh, this is the physical Zordon, correct? Where
physical.
Yeah. There we go.
Yep.
Dr. Evil, got it. Physical.
That's LP without. That's LP if he had alopecia.
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 Did you paint that on the floor?
Oh yeah, I textured that floor to look just like the high school floor would have back in the 90s. Yep.
Holy cow!
Screen
That's nuts.
Actually, you know what? Let me do something else real quick, just because we're on that topic, and I think that would help. I'm going to send you a picture right now on the good old book of the face.
Here, let me remove that. That way I can jump around.
I'm going to show you like how in depth I went with what we call references.
I did a lot of in-depth references, apparently with Zach, I guess.
I could see that.
Only Rangers.
That's the picture I used as my reference because that was the only picture that was clear enough to show me what the actual floor looked like. And you can tell that they didn't use grout because they didn't want it to look segmented like, tile floor, but it's actually.
Oh, yeah. I can only, I bet you I can. No, you stop it. You stop it. You stupid. There we go. Now I can get in there. Yeah, that's tough trying to find a reference picture for flooring because I know when you get into the details of everything because again, the devil's in the details. That's what really brings everything to life, though.
Exactly, the irony, right?
Shout out to Bruce in this photography. Good job, Bruce.
I mean, Blake pretty much nailed it with his comment. Really, like that encompasses the emotion. The general consensus.
Shout out to Articulate Ninja Reviews, best video, lighting, special effects, AI, direction, storyboarding. I mean, he's not joking, right?
I don't see any lies detected there.
No lies detected.
Maury says, "You are not the father." I told you, bitch.
God, that is so memeable, man. And that's the whole thing, too.
Right. That's the whole thing.
That's where, even if, again, I'm not a Power Rangers fan, but the memes out there, I mean, they're historical. I mean, it's become part of our society. Even if I don't know the details of Power Rangers, it was like the one, the fuck around and find out. That's my fucking favorite one of the fuck around find outs. Well, see, Tommy decided to fuck around and he found out. Oh my God. Now, what's the closer look video?
Just put it on. We'll find out.
Let's just do it, guys. Let's go here. Full screen this bitch.
The closer look is me not having to talk a lot.
Yeah. Then I get eat. Ha! Damn it. I wasn't thinking. I'm a bad host. I'm a bad man. All right, folks. Here's the second one. A closer look. Guys got audio?
Who am I? I'm a full-time artist for over a decade, an entrepreneur, sculptor, painter, sketch artist, and toy engineer. I've worked with multiple companies across the industry, bringing ideas to life through my art and design. Most people know me as Duarte Studios, where I've built a reputation for creativity and craftsmanship. Now with Duarte Lab, I'm taking things further, pushing boundaries, creating without compromise, and delivering truly original work directly to the people who appreciate it most. Duarte Lab was created as a response to the major companies that rely on crowdfunding yet still cut corners to maximize profit. Unlike them, I operate without corporate red tape or financial constraints dictated by profit margins. This independence allows me to focus purely on quality, innovation, and delivering real value to my customers. At Duarte Lab, every project is built with integrity, ensuring that creativity and craftsmanship come first, because great ideas deserve to be executed the right way. The MMC My Mighty Command Center is a highly detailed, custom-built display featuring over 500 LEDs with fast and slow fading effects, powered by 100+ feet of wiring. It's crafted from premium materials like cloth, aluminum, ABS plastic, and Lexan, with realistic sand and gravel scaling. Designed to perfectly fit 6-inch figures from brands like Mezco and Hasbro, it's the ultimate centerpiece for collectors who want to bring their heroes to life in a fully immersive environment. The MMCC is a meticulously crafted screen-accurate masterpiece. From its lit upholstered walls and flashing tower ring lights to the period-correct floor patterns, every detail is designed for authenticity. Zordon's chamber glows just right, while the stars and transparent pyramids above the control panel add the perfect cosmic touch. And for some extra fun, a user-friendly plasma viewing globe brings the magic to life, making the ultimate display for true fans. The MMCC is a handcrafted, screen-accurate masterpiece, built with over 200+ hours of manual work and 150+ hours of print time. With multiple power supplies, custom electronics, and premium materials, every detail is designed for authenticity and quality. The total price is $2,000, with $250 deposit to secure your spot. To make it easier, I offer flexible payment options. You can pay weekly, monthly, or in full before delivery. I work with each buyer to create a plan that fits their budget so it's stress-free. Shipping and any applicable fees will be calculated at the end. The Ranger cockpits are the perfect display piece for any collector. Wall mountable, size accurate, yet space friendly. Each cockpit features fully functional LEDs, real glass bezels, and adjustable seat with cloth inserts for added realism. Powered by a 9-volt battery, they're available in every Ranger color and retail for $185. However, if you pre-order the Command Center, you'll get a cockpit of your choice for free and receive 30% off any additional cockpits, making it the perfect way to complete your display.
You gotta mute that whenever I'm doing that.
There you go.
Boink, boink.
Any questions?
Viva, lots of questions here. Actually, no, that'd be silly. Yeah, Woody showing up.
What up, Woody?
Shout out to Woody. 222. Let me bring those pictures back up is what I'm going to do. Boom. Can I do it? Yeah, God, Facebook makes it easier than a slideshow, actually, because I can just click on whatever. Man, that's handy as shit. Let me go back up to that.
You're welcome.
Good Lord, man. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, it is. It's like, well, I don't know how that's going to work. Well, we did emails before. Holy shit, this works out far better.
The email was a fucking disaster. I don't know what the hell email was thinking.
But yeah, we saw that. Let's do the floor. Yeah, the behind the scenes, the fact that sure, you could save on cost by not have done any of this, right? But that's not the purpose of this. Right. You want to go, oh shit, the back can also be used. I mean, this is a centerpiece.
Right.
This is one you want to be able to, walk around like, the cat's lair.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. Absolutely. And honestly, this was more just like making a dream come true for myself. And what I want. Right. So, yeah, someone asked me on Facebook earlier, would you consider just doing like the exterior and selling it for cheaper? Yeah, absolutely. And I'll sell just the interior, too, if that's what you want, Yeah. But ultimately, I did this for me the way I wanted without cutting any corners, without sacrificing any quality, anything, period. Not even thinking about cost after the fact because it was for me. And then ultimately, it's just like, all right, cool. I made it and this is what it is. And if you want it, this is how much I'll sell it for.
I initially thought my boy Mikey was doing a shout out, complimenting on your work, and then I actually read it because I'm old, and then I'm like, "Yes." I said I was shitting all over it.
He did compliment me on my work, on me working, getting your ass to work with Facebook. You're welcome.
Facts. That's Duarte out there doing the Lord's work. I don't know which Lord, but that's another topic. But yeah, that's what got me was, when you rotated behind, I was like, holy shit. And then it's a scene. Because you said you had to play with the scale, correct?
So, yeah. So what people don't know is, well, I mean, I'm sure the fans do, but for those that don't, that's actually a Jewish synagogue in California. And the exterior was used, obviously, to promote the Command Center, which is that. If you look it up, it looks identical. And the inside was basically just a room. It was like a small, like studio kind of size, and it was just black curtains with, hanging lights, and then the tube, and then that centerpiece kind of like in a blacked out space in the middle of nowhere. So then what I did was I scaled the interior to fit properly with the figures and built the Command Center true to scale, but scaled it down to fit that little area because in the show, since it was such a small room, if they were to actually film it in the real synagogue, they would only take up a small room of it, not the whole thing. So it wouldn't make sense to make this in true 12 scale because I still only needed this much space for the figures to be in versus a building that would be 6,000 square feet or whatever size that is. So yeah, that essentially is scaled down a little, but still obviously functional and still obviously, selling the look for the nostalgia and the whole Power Rangers theme itself.
Yeah, I remember you talked to me about it, and then we've had conversations about scale, like, again, not to throw out too much, but again, I shot a picture out and you're like, do you want this? I'm like, that's a reference picture, but not reference for scale.
Right.
Because Duarte doing construction, goes beyond that. If you send them a picture as a reference, you have to provide more details. But that's where that dialogue comes up. You know, we talked about with the customer going, "Are you sure you want this?
Yeah, is that really what you want?
What you really, really want?"
Yeah, Spice Girl it up.
Yeah, there's some 41 inches, 45 wide. Did you actually do that weight? I know that was asked on 3POA and you were kind of guessing around like 40-ish pounds.
Yeah, I haven't done the full weight because I was actually supposed to go to my garage today to go grab the big shipping scale and a few other things, but it was raining and it was just a disaster. So I was like, I'm not emptying out my garage in the rain today. I'll go tomorrow. So I don't know the exact weight yet, but I'll probably know tomorrow.
Well, I mean, you're pretty good at spitballing, so
yeah, I want to say it's between 30 and 40 pounds with everything all said and done.
Yeah, I grab everything. Everything to me is what? Lightweight, baby.
I know.
Ronnie Coleman, brother. Golly.
You're over here telling people that the bathroom is right, here, while I'm over here telling people it's right there, so... Whatever, bro. We're the same. It's fine.
I might have downloaded these a couple times because I was like, "What am I doing?" So there's some more. There's some more doubling up, but still, there we go. I don't think I went through this one. So yeah, that's really good for scale. Because anything that I'm looking at now is like most of us are like, "Hey, man, space is an issue." Space for me at this point in my life in the new house is I'm tactical. Like I want it. I got to know where it's going to go.
Crucial.
What it's going to, I mean, I've got to, I just want to be able to go bam instead of just throwing shit everywhere.
You went from having China everywhere to now specifically putting specific types of China in a cabinet.
Yes, 100%. I'm like dialing that shit in. And again, shout out to Woody, by the way, because he was that first one where I know people have done it before, but he was the one I remember that put his collection and started putting them, on the tables out in the middle. I'm like, oh man, that's a great idea. Like wargaming. I'd seen that all the time, but I wasn't thinking about for my collection of doing that.
Yeah, I love when you guys could display the stuff. And sometimes I wish I didn't have the skill set I have because then I could actually display my stuff instead of looking at it like, no, that's space for a potential printer or another dio I could be working on. So,
yeah. And I did. That's I've said this a lot, but I mean, that's why I like looking at people's collections, see what they did, and people who are Jeff Butler. Shout out my buddy Jeff Butler. He's got that smaller space, so he's gotten real creative on how he's displayed stuff. Like, oh, that's a really cool idea. Making taking the GI Joe card art and then boxes, and then using that along his trim pieces.
Well, that was kind of one of the inspirations for the cockpit itself.
Yes.
Being on the table was cool. Like, it doesn't take up too much space as a...
Here, I'll make it big for this part.
It's just like a desk piece, right? Like it's not super massive. I mean, it's big enough, but let's turn that on. It's big enough, but it's not super massive, right? But I know that a lot of people have unused wall space, and this isn't that much space to go up against the wall, and you bolt this to the wall, and then you just hook it in right there, and now it's a wall mount, and it's sitting right in there, and you can use the space on your wall, and it looks nice, and you can have your figures on display, and now you have space that you're using that you weren't using any other, way before that.
Now, what inspired you to do it like that?
What the hooking to the wall thing?
Yeah, how to display them. You're like, I have this vision. I want to set it up this way.
Well, because so you can have either your Rangers in a command center, you can have them just static, standing there, like nothing, or you can have them in the cockpit, which was in the show, and we always got that front view like this.
Yep.
So I'm thinking, all right, maybe they want to have it on the desk, or shit, I could have it on the wall, or have both. And since I had already come up with that kind of detached system for Zordon, I just transferred it over to this and built it in, and then built the actual level built into it. So it's like,
that's awesome, by the way.
You don't have to have a level. I mean, if you don't have a screwdriver, then you ain't living, because that's all you need,
Yeah, I do. I love that. And then is it slotted for screws, for drywall screws is how you got it set up?
It's what's the word I'm looking for?
I am not mechanically inclined, so I won't help you.
Yeah, well, it's set up and I include the screws. Everything, you get everything.
Oh, okay, awesome.
Yeah, you get the screws. You get the stainless
You
steel.
get screwed, folks. You heard it here.
You get screwed 3 times in one package.
3
screwings.
Yeah, the way that is set up, again, we talk about space and how to display things, and that's an ingenious way because that's one of the spots people don't use a lot for toys. Artwork, sure, right?
Mm-hmm.
But not toys so much.
Right.
I've seen some that I saved for some Gundams where they have these action scenes you can hang on the wall, them exploding out, armories and whatnot. And like this is the first time that I think I've ever seen this kind of setup. The only I think I heard like Hot Toys made like the Millennium Falcon cockpit, but I don't think you can hang that motherfucker.
No, and I think it was like a one-off that they did for like display. I don't think it was something that you could just buy.
Yeah.
But either way, like I think I made the decision a while back where I said, you know what, I'm not going to be the cheapest, but I'm going to make modularity my number one priority. So even on the bigger dials, if I can make them collapse somehow, you know, I mean, there's limits, right? Like the command center. I can't break that down too much.
No.
Electronics, there's it's like a house. You can't break a house down. There's plumbing, there's wiring, there's, you know.
It's not the cartoons where like Superman picks up a building, everything's fucking flat underneath.
Yeah,
right?
that would be fucking perfect, right? But that's not the case here. But on the ones that I can, if I can make it super modular, that's my goal. Because ultimately, even if you don't have space for a diode, you got space for a trash can, you know, a dumpster, a sewer grate, fire hydrant,
sandbags, spotlights.
Throw a few of these things together, and now you got a whole little scenery thing. So, you know, I'm trying to produce seats for every piece of cake, you know. Did you freeze on me? Are you frozen?
No, I haven't lagged for a while. It was about time for me to, you know, go into the Phantom Zone.
There you go. You're like,
you know, that's the thing, right? I need to like plan for that shit. I shouldn't move a whole lot, especially raising my arm for no reason at a certain angle. That'd be bad. Like, I can probably get away from it with a couple seconds, but I'm frozen for like 10.
That would suck if you just like froze while you were pointing over here somewhere.
I'm like YouTube. I'm sorry. It was a technical difficulty. I was literally pointing at someone. I was looking for Kyle. Have you seen Kyle? I haven't seen Kyle.
Did you see the picture of the Cybertruck with the new roof rack?
No.
Bro, the roof rack is shaped like a hand.
Oh no! From when Elon, oh son of a bitch. Okay, we're not getting political. Stop it, guys. I know what's going to happen in chat. We can joke about this. Don't you do it in chat?
Yeah,
but
right.
I can't moderate at the same time. So. Yeah, here comes the boomer. You're not wrong. I'm a boomer. That's for damn sure. And 6:45.
Is it?
We flew, dude.
Like, you know what they say when you're having fun.
It is. You're not shitting. I always have a blast. You know the deal.
Absolutely.
We always have fun. We are going to get out of here, chat. We are going to go to Mega Powers. So, I want to shout this out as we're talking about the store real quick. All the links to Duarte stuff is below because, you know, again, I'm not putting this in chat like I usually do. So in the description, check it out. We got his YouTube, we got his Instagram, we got his Shopify. Oh, that was one question I don't think I got an answer on. Obby's Figure Fight Club discount. Does that work on this specifically? No. Okay.
No.
Everything else is game on the website.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
So guys, you can put that in there. I didn't put that link out for Obby stuff because I wanted to out. It's FFC 10 for 10% off. Here, I guess I could do that here. I'll put that one out and then we'll jump out of here.
Yep. Anything in stock, but not the newer pre-order stuff.
Because we got Metal Gear Slugs coming out. You've got anything else on the horizon?
Metal Slug stuff going to be coming out. We definitely got some new little smaller kind of limited run diodes that I'll be dropping and stuff, kind of like what's above right there.
Gotcha.
Right in there. I got my last shipment of the Ken diodes going out, and then I might have 1 or 2 available, but in April I plan on dropping Guile for pre-order.
Oh, cool.
The Guile Dial. And then from there, a few other things that I can't really talk about right now, but just wait and see.
Guys, this is gonna be the year of the Duarte. He's gonna be dropping bombs left and right throughout the year. Holy shit.
Listen, my plane is fully loaded with ammunition, and Chad's my pilot.
Oh, there we go. I like that. Guys, we're hopping out of here. Thanks for hanging out. Check us on Mega Powers. Right. Not meow, but later meow. See ya.